It is an honor bestowed to students at the top of their class, but some school districts are no longer naming valedictorians. The Charlotte Observer reports a school district in North Carolina recently voted to phase out the practice, citing unhealthy competition among top-performing students. But as WYMT's Matthew Rand reports, officials at one Eastern Kentucky school district say students should be recognized for achieving their academic goals.
I was really proud of myself.
Morgan Watts and Madison Howard have reason to be proud. They both met the requirements to be named valedictorians in Hazard High School's 2016 graduating class.
We had 3 valedictorians and 3 salutatorians.
Along with fellow valedictorian Lindsay Cottle, the pair say the honor is something they have worked toward for years.
I was actually the salutatorian of the 8th grade class, and she was the valedictorian.
It was always something that we were pushing to do the best, and all throughout high school we were taking the toughest classes and working harder than anyone else.
Some school districts across the country are moving away from naming valedictorians, saying the practice encourages students to take easier classes and not help their classmates with their studies.
I really don't agree with that. For one thing, some colleges and universities actually give scholarship money specifically to the valedictorian of their graduating class.
This year's valedictorians say they wouldn't have applied themselves quite as hard if that prize wasn't on the table.
There were a lot of times where I would go into freak out mode because I was about to get a B and I had to work 10 times harder to keep up the A for valedictorian. And if the valedictorian wasn't there, I wouldn't have cared as much.
The superintendent says making valedictorian takes dedication, responsibility, and sacrifice, and deserves to be recognized. In Perry County, Matthew Rand, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, that newspaper out in North Carolina reports the Wake County School District would instead use Latin honors like magna cum laude and summa cum laude to recognize its top performing students. Final approval of the plan could come next month.